I have a question though. I do have a question.
Nah, I'm not muted.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
100 men
Ask it.
or one gorilla?
100 men or one gorilla? 100 men.
Why
Bro,
would you
back in the
pick
day,
100
bro.
men?
Because back in the day, man, back in my fellow hunter-gatherer days, bro. You know what we were doing? Huh? You know what we were doing? We were
No,
taking on woolly mammoths, and we not with 100 men, with maybe like 20. Woolly mammoths, the biggest. It doesn't really get bigger than that, except when you go to sea creatures. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
a
We're
gorilla
taking on
would
a gorilla.
a gorilla would fucking murder 100 men.
Dude,
Murder.
no.
I'm
No, no.
saying manhunt.
Not even 100. You don't even need 100 men. You just
FBI
need,
most
you know what
wanted
you need?
list.
You know what you need, actually? 100 men's taking on 100. Dude, you don't even need 20. We were taking on a woolly mammoth, like 20 people, man. Sure, our gorilla is strong. Don't get me wrong, but you don't even need 20. You don't even need 100. You don't. We don't even need
Do you
20.
know?
Dude,
Okay, can I tell you something real quick?
think about this.
Do you know how
Real quick, let me finish the
slow?
point.
You know how slow and easy to like deal with a woolly mammoth would be for 20 men? You know how fast a gorilla
They're
is?
huge.
Yeah,
They're
easy
huge.
targets. That's why we would kill them so quickly. They were fucking huge.
Yeah, huge enough to stomp one. They could just stomp on you. You're dead.
Yeah, I bet a bunch of people died. I'm saying that probably more would die from a gorilla. Also, they were using
Well,
weapons when they
so
were fighting a woolly.
So wait, are you changing
Also-
it now? So are you saying more would die from a gorilla, but the 100 men would win?
No, everybody
more
would
would
die
die.
with a gorilla. A gorilla
Nah,
would
man.
massacre
Because you don't even need
100 men.
people. Dude,
It would be front page
know the
news.
mountain from Game of
Gorilla
Thrones?
destroys
do you know the
100
mountain?
men becomes president.
Right. That's not gonna happen. Do you know the mountain from Game of Thrones?
No.
Strongest man alive. Big motherfucker. Dude, hold on, let me look him up. Bro, hold on.
How strong is a gorilla?
They're fucking strong, man.
How strong is a gorilla compared to a fucking wimpy ass human? 4 to 10 times stronger. Let's do the upper echelon. 10 times stronger, because we're not fighting no
Okay.
fucking wimp gorilla. We're fighting a gorilla. Okay?
And they have 10 times the people then. If they're 10 times stronger, that means they're 10 times weak, but there's 100. So that means man as a whole is 10 times stronger than that one gorilla. 100 men. As a
Wait.
whole. So you don't even need 100
Primatologist, Rolling Stone, primatologist. What do they say? What do the primatologists say? Who would win? Framework was the memes exploded from there. People envisioned all manner of outcome, from the gorilla going to the club after smoking 100 dumb motherfuckers, or letting the last human live so he can tell everyone how. Okay, this is so stupid. Okay,
Look what I texted on the chat.
I don't want to see what you texted on the chat because it's probably fucking not right.
It is. Look. You've never seen the mountain on Game of Thrones. And he's not even on Game of Thrones. He's just the strongest man alive. And he's fucking huge. He's huge. Four of those big guys with a shot, each of them getting a shot of adrenaline, they're fucking up a gorilla.
Did you say 4 to 5 guys would beat a fucking gorilla? Is that what you just really said?
Look at the guy I sent. I said 4, not 5. 4 guys on a
Four
shot of adrenaline.
Let me see this.
The strongest man on planet Earth. I'm not saying since 4.
Can I be honest with you? For those guys, even though they're the strongest guys on Earth, for those guys, a gorilla would literally rip them in
On
fucking
adrenaline.
half. They would,
On a shot of adrenaline.
he would definitely rip them in half on a shot of adrenaline. Yeah.
No, not the gorilla doesn't get a shot. The men.
No, I know the men do. He would still rip them in half.
No. That what you just looked up.
Okay.
That means only about twice as strong.
A
As the
primatologist.
strongest person.
A
on the planet.
Listen to this. Listen to a primatologist. That's somebody who studies them, who studies primates. She says, honestly, 100 guys wouldn't stand a fucking chance. They're going to be swatting at him like out of breath children, and a single one of his punches would floor them. And if the next 92 guys don't realize they don't stand a chance after he has knocked the first 8 out without breaking a sweat, I've got to assume we're not talking about folks who are going to outsmart him. Yeah. Yeah, that's what a scientist, a primatologist, somebody who studies gorillas said. She said if you think you could beat a gorilla with 100 men, that's not right.
It is.
It's not right?
That gorilla is fucked.
No, dude, the gorilla's not fucked. The gorilla is fucking you. The gorilla is being fucked by you.
Yeah, the gorilla is being fucked by me.
No,
You're right.
it is fucking you. You are fucking that gorilla.
There you go.
But it is fucking you.
That gorilla? You mean, there you go. Brother.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
After he fucks up... No, I'm understanding it perfectly, bro. Dude. After he fucks up, like, the first 30 guys, right? He's gonna have some battle scars, right? And he's gonna get a little fatigued. The thing is, he has to keep going. He has to keep welling in. And as he's beating all these guys, more and more is coming in. And he's getting weaker. And these new, fresh guys, they have the normal amount of stamina. Eventually, gonna wear him down, gonna fuck up that gorilla.
Look at this shit. Look, I wish you could see what I'm looking at right now. He just grabs his fucking leg and he's gone. He's just gone. Nothing. He can do nothing. He can do absolutely fuck all nothing about it.
Send it.
I will send it. I will send it. And if you think that man could even slightly do anything...
No, I don't. I don't think that man...
No, 100 men? If you think
100
men could do anything to that fucking gorilla, you're insane.
Yeah, oh dude, I love this video.
Look at how he gets up after. Look at his fucking face. You can barely see his face.
Yeah, he just cheated death. Gorilla versus Goose?
There's a video online that says gorilla versus goose.
Goose can fly.
Goose dominates. Yeah.
Bad matchup for the gorilla.
We'll just tire him out.
The gorilla's actually scared. The gorilla was scared.
Yeah, see?
Dare I say it though, kind of makes sense. Like, I'm afraid of a goose, and I know I could beat the shit out of a fucking goose if I really wanted to, but I'm afraid of it.
AKA 100 men would win.
Do you think you would? Do you?
I've been trying to explain this to him.
Can I tell you, Peyton? Do you think you could beat a goose? You think you could beat a goose, right?
I think I could beat it. Is it allowed to fly?
No, you're in like a square. It can't really go anywhere.
Okay.
You're in like a dome.
I think I could beat a goose.
Yeah, I think I could beat the shit out of a goose. Easy, I could beat the fuck out of a goose. And, I mean, I'd feel remorse. I don't want to kill a goose, but, like, I could just fucking body a goose if I really wanted to.
Well, then why did the goose beat the gorilla?
But I know that 100 of me versus a gorilla, and 100 of you, Peyton, versus a gorilla, we would both die. We would both die. All of us would die.
A gorilla would beat 100 of you, Gavin.
And a gorilla would beat definitely 100 Peytons as well.
No, 100 Peytons would bag it up.
100 Peytons would fucking... You would tear up and you'd piss your pants and you would cry because you're against a fucking humongous primate.
Okay,
as long as the real Peyton's in the back lines, we're chilling.
Yeah. You just send your clones in. Yo. Hey, you're up, man. You're up, man. Yeah, you're in the vanguard. What? Why me? Nah, man. Yeah, gorilla would probably like kill like the first 30 of you. And then we just pile up on a bunch of Peytons.
It would pile up
on them.
Wait, another gorilla.
You're getting tired.
Yeah, you get tired. You just wear them out, dude. After the thing, and those 70 people who haven't even been in the fight yet has full stamina.
They got
gorilla
full
doesn't.
energy. Gorilla's gonna be needing a Gatorade.
A gorilla would effortlessly kill 10 humans.
Oh, so now we're
It would take effort, but
it would take almost zero. It would
10.
take almost zero effort for 10 humans. Like literally almost zero effort.
No, it would take something.
Do you think that guy? Do you
Yeah.
think when he dragged that guy in that one video? Do you think he was? How much effort do you think that fucking gorilla was putting in? You think it was putting in like
Kill
100?
him? Did he
No, he was
kill him?
just, he was literally just
Doing
dragging
this.
him. He was
Dragging
literally
him.
just
What
dragging.
does dragging do? What is and the guy wasn't even moving.
If you're dragging
Who's even trying to
200,
move?
if you're dragging 200 like pounds, which is probably what that guy weighed, 200 pounds effortlessly, you're kind of insane. You're kind of
Dragging
like
one
not.
guy.
Okay, but that guy
One
wasn't
gorilla
even
versus
moving.
100, or one gorilla versus 100 men in tug of war. Gorilla wins. No,
Oh my god,
you just pile up on him, bro.
you guys don't get it.
Strength in numbers. Strength in numbers.
Matt, what's going on, Matt? What's the answer?
What's up?
Wow. Great, Mike.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I think the humans maybe could tire out the gorilla.
Yep,
That's right.
agreed.
Do you know the altitude that a normal gorilla lives on?
What does that mean?
It means that you're not taking into account how good its lung capacity, how good its cardio really
Okay,
is.
what's the average altitude a gorilla lives in?
10,000 feet. 10,000 feet.
Oh, gorillas live in mountains? The gorillas live
Yeah.
in Mount Everest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna go with
No.
fuck
not really
you guys.
accurate, and gorillas tire out pretty easily.
Yep,
They get
I
fucked
agree.
up. Gorillas
I agree.
get
Gorillas
fucked
do not
up.
have the cardio to
They
keep
don't.
up with 100 people.
But it's like the question is like how do they win? Because like the
Bro.
first, like
What-
you can't
what is
put
the-
everybody in at once.
Infinitely bashing its skull in.
Everybody at once just comes.
Yeah.
in.
I looked up
Hit the same
what
spot a few-
altitude.
bro,
I
hit the
looked up
same spot
what
a few
fucking.
times.
Okay, because Peyton, you gotta look at it realistically. Imagine that happens, right? The first like 20 guys are getting absolutely.
Yeah, no, they're dead. Those guys are done for.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
guys are
but-
fucking bodied.
Who's
Do you
There
think
you
you're?
go.
volunteering,
You-
who's
you-
volunteering to
it's
go
6
first
guys
to
on
go
each
the
limb.
gorilla?
You get 6
And
guys
then
on each
after-
limb. The first 20
Who's
die. You
the
get 6
first-
guys on each limb.
Yeah,
That
who's
leaves
the
you with
first
about
20
another
guys that are
50
gonna
guys.
just get mauled?
Another
Gorillas
50 guys,
live-
5 jumps on his back, and the rest just start pounding his face.
Also,
Poking his
Gorilla-
eyes.
Gorillas.
gorilla-
Gorillas live in forests high in the mountains at elevations of 8,000 to 13,000 feet.
That's true.
Wow.
Poking their eyes, bro.
Dang,
Once you
you're
get
right.
through their eyes, they can't see, bro.
Yeah.
They're at a huge disadvantage.
Yeah, a
Wow,
gorilla's got
gorillas at
2
a
eyes. You
huge
take away one of them, that's a big thing.
Like, both of them. Now he's blind.
Both of them,
bro.
it's over.
Yeah.
A gorilla. I will say though, also a gorilla's their bite PSI is higher than a pit bull's.
Yes, but you can't bite 100 people without the other.
Bro,
Others
it
getting
doesn't
in.
matter. Dude. You just
Yeah.
hear what I say? If that gorilla bites your arm, it will bite it clean off. He's just chomping arms off.
No, but he can't do it that quick, and he'd have to be super accurate. top of
Brother, have you seen a fucking gorilla? You think it's inaccurate?
I'm just saying you can't get off 100 chomps before everyone's bashing your skull in. You just can't do it.
I think you're not taking into account that this thing. Okay, we're humans, right? We sit on fucking computer chairs and play fucking video games all day. This guy, his whole fucking life, has been using his arms, his mouth for everything.
I'm
Everything.
not arguing 1v1.
I'm just telling.
We got
All I'm
we
saying.
get 100 of it.
All
bro.
I'm saying is that you're acting
100's
like
a lot.
you're acting like he doesn't have like the accuracy of like a fucking Olympic athlete, because I assure you he's like way more
It doesn't
accurate than you
matter
could
how
ever think.
accurate he is. He
You
can't
just
even-
said
that.
you just said he wouldn't
He-
be able to cleanly bite off your fucking arm. If any gorilla wanted
I
to,
didn't say that.
Matt, did
Matt
you,
said that it would.
yeah,
And I said
it
you
would.
can't get 100 chomps off in time. That's what I said. I said he couldn't do it in time. Not that
So
he
I'm
couldn't
just
do
saying,
it.
if you're looking at this realistically, bro, the first 20 guys that get mauled by that gorilla, the rest of the group is demoralized, bro. Like,
1,000%.
No, bro. That's why you
What
need
do
a
you think-
strong
you think-
leader. You get a
okay,
strong leader out
okay.
there, you can do it.
Peyton, if you watch 20 of you get bodied in front of you, and you're and
instantly.
all of your
And
body.
I know I got 80 more. I know I got 80 more. Let's go.
Let's
go.
with
100
muscle.
average guy. If you're gonna take a prime gorilla, can we take prime humans? How are you gonna
What about-
take prime of one and not of the other?
You need because
That's
you're
not fair.
picking because there's 100 of the other one. There's 100 of the other one. What the fuck are you talking about? There's
Oh, so
100
why don't
humans.
we just take a prime gorilla and put him up against 100 ants? There's 100 ants. It's 100 ants. He's got no chance.
Matt, is
Gotta beat
this
them up.
argument making any sense to you? Because this guy's
I'm
starting to.
saying that's not the argument. The argument is one gorilla versus 100 average men.
I mean,
So if you're
I
gonna
think-
take average men, you gotta take an average gorilla. You can't beef them up. Why are you gonna beef them up for?
Because you have 100 men.
Ian, are you
It's
just
like
dropped
Coliseum.
in?
Coliseum setting.
Are you just dropped in? You have no time to plan. You just dropped in.
Well, you're dropped in. It's like a football field size, so you guys may have a couple minutes. The
No,
gorilla's
there's
not
no-
going to be the aggressor, so you guys can come up with a plan how to advance. You probably got some time to plan, not
I was gonna
days.
say,
but you got some
if you don't
minutes.
have like time to like plan, because that's like the human's big advantage. Is like we're way smarter than anything.
Yeah, we do.
I think
we
that
are
the
way smarter.
gorilla's not. He's not going to be the aggressor, so you got some time to plan how you want to proceed.
They're not. They're mostly docile towards humans.
Yeah.
For the
So
most
you
part.
would have time to plan.
I don't know, man. I think
Wait for him.
it's-
Wait for him to go to
I think-
sleep. No.
They're mostly docile,
I think
but they'll
one. I
fucking
think
kill
one
you.
gorilla. I think one gorilla could beat 50 men.
That's acceptable.
But you're talking about double that.
See,
I
that's
think
what
one
it's like,
gorilla
like-
could still destroy 100 men.
100 men.
Even after 50,
Yeah.
man, that gorilla's not coming out
I gotta
unscathed. That
like
gorilla's-
see. I gotta look at like 100 men, like see what that looks like. You know, it's hard to like.
What?
It is hard to kind of visualize that.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
Take
lie.
Yeah.
100. Take 100 5'10", 170-pound guys.
Yeah, I can do that, but I'm just saying it's like visualizing it, because then I could get like a scope on gorilla versus man ratio.
Gorilla's gonna be a lot smaller than you think it'll be. I'm just saying that.
I think most men are smaller than you're thinking too, brother.
Yeah.
So
I just said 5'9", 5'10", 170, 180 pounds.
That's not the average height of a man.
In America, it is.
We're not doing America. We're doing global.
Because gorillas are different all over the world. Which gorillas are you taking?
Apparently, this is what 100 people looks like, and I'm not
Can
gonna
we
lie.
play?
It doesn't look
Can we
like that
play?
much. It doesn't look
Yeah,
like that much.
get
I'm not
on,
gonna lie.
Gavin.
we can talk about this and play.
Look
Well,
at that
Gavin's
image.
not even on the game.
Okay, I'm about to get on the game. Look at that image, Matt. Look at that image.
Imagine one 4-foot gorilla in the middle of that, and everyone's just throwing hammer fists. Everyone's just throwing mean hammer fists.
That's 100 people.
That's 100 people. Apparently, that's the first. That's the
They're
first
getting
image.
fucking wrecked by that gorilla.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.